video? Yes, I am doing two controversial topics about Splatoon in a row, but that's just because I had these ideas at the same time, but they're not related enough to be covered in the same video, so I'm making two separate videos about them. Also, I'm sick while I'm recording this, so if you hear me sniffling a lot throughout the video, so you're just gonna have to deal with that, sorry. Anyway, Splatfests. People love their Splatfests, and that's because they're awesome. It's Nintendo's huge event for the game that most multiplayer games have to get the entire community together and playing. And they're really fun! But I have a problem with what the recent Splatfests have been about. So recently, more than ever, Splatfests have been about upcoming Nintendo games. We've had 3 of them so far across 2 games. The first one was the Mario 35th Anniversary Splatfest with Super Mushroom vs. Superstar Splatfest. And that one was just for the Mario 35th Anniversary. It wasn't really for any games except maybe 3D All-Stars, but also kind of not. So that one's basically the outlier. The other 2 that happened in Splatoon 3 are the ones I have a problem with. The first one is the Pokemon one, water, fire, or grass. First off, settling that is impossible. It's entirely up to your preference. Second, and much more importantly, and much more related to this video, is that it's basically just free advertising. Instead of, you know, a whole thing being about getting the whole community together. Yeah, no, that's not out the window. It's just sell more Pokemon and also maybe sell more Splatoon by getting some Pokemon fans to play it, instead of actually getting the community together. And then the same was true for 3-4 days before Tears of the Kingdom came out. Zelda Splatfest. Power versus Wisdom versus Courage. Again, instead of having a regular Splatfest, we have trying to get Splatoon fans to play Zelda even if they don't want to, and trying to get Zelda fans to play Splatoon even if they don't want to, instead of getting the community together. And the Pokemon one is worse because it happened in October when we should have gotten a Halloween Splatfest. Like for Splatoon 2, we got the Trick or Treat Splatfest. I don't know what they could do for Splatoon 3, but they should have come up with something instead of just Pokemon. Pokemon already sells like crazy. They did not need to do a Splatfest to try and get more people to play, because basically everybody that was going to get it already was going to get it. And then the same is true for Tears of the Kingdom 2. It's a big game. It's Breath of the Wild 2. A lot of people are already going to get it, and you're charging $78 for it, which is a whole other topic that I want to do sometime. So you don't need to do a Splatfest to try and get people to buy it when they probably already were going to. Especially because you're trying to get them to buy it by not even looking at the gameplay, which is kind of important to know if you're going to decide to buy a game or not. Well, we've had 2 or maybe 3, I'm not sure about the Mario one, Splatfests that are trying to sell other games. Who's to say that this won't become every Splatfest or every other Splatfest, or just way too common? Instead of big events fun for the Splatoon fans, it's a marketing gimmick to try and get people to buy other games. Which sounds fine because capitalism and stuff, but you shouldn't be buying a game that tries to get you to buy other games. Okay, so yeah, that's the problem I have with Splatfest. Even the ones that are basically just marketing for the other games are still fun, because the gameplay is still fun, but them being used to advertise other games is just not something I think I can live with. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, or maybe sometimes it's okay to have marketing in Splatfests, but just not all the time. Or maybe every Nintendo series should get a Splatfest. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe.